Now, when you're thinking about a new feature, you need to think about discoverability, learnability, usability. So how are you solving those specific problems? How quickly do people learn your new feature? How quickly do people, how easy do they find to use your products? Awesome. So today we have Aarushi sharing her work, and she's looking for specific feedback about the how she did, and if there's any ideas around how she can make it better. um so Arishi, with that, it's all yours.
Yes, yes. So, hi everyone. My name is Aarushi Wadhwa, and I am a software engineer turned designer. So, I discovered my passion for UX design, and I decided to pursue a career in it. And so, for today's presentation, like I will be presenting you one of my portfolio project, and like since I have never worked in UX directly before, so I might need your like critical feedback and your opinion if I'm going in the right direction or not, and like if my solution is even relevant or not. So recently I participated in a product design challenge for an app which is called bevcoof.com, and it is basically a e-commerce platform. It is an like online Indian online fashion and lifestyle brand which like specializes in casual wear and accessories for young adults. So the context or brief of the problem is like, with growing customer base and increasing competition in e-commerce, the company wants to explore new ways to increase sales and customer satisfaction. So my target here will be increasing average order value so that it can impact the revenue, and yeah and it can also help clear out the excess inventory which they have. So the target users for the app are the people who that belong to the age group of 16 to 24 years, basically Gen Z. And the business metrics will be, the North Star metrics will be revenue, and other metrics will be average order value, customer acquisition, and increased sales. And user goals is like for getting a seamless user experience and getting discount deals, because they are young audience of the app, so they don't have like enough to spend on the app. And to give a personalized and engaging customer experience, which can be like the unique selling point for the app also. And there are many ways like to increase the revenue, for example introducing loyalty programs, in giving personalization or customization, upselling and cross-selling, and others that I have listed. And for this uh, for this project I decided to prioritize upselling and cross-selling of the products. So upselling is basically, it is a sales technique where like seller encourages a customer to purchase more expensive item, or basically add-ons to the purchase so that the average order value can be increased. And cross-selling is also like related to upselling. It basically it involves in offering complementary product that can be added to the purchase. And so my idea was to introduce two features. One is the shop the look feature, and second is customize your look. And the core idea of the feature is, in shop the look feature, it will allow the users to purchase complete outfit as shown in the product page or the image, rather than just the individual item, by offering a discount on it, so that they can see a value in buying more items. And in customize your look, it is like basically a personalization feature or a gamification feature, you can say, which can will be suggesting items that will complement the look. And basically the user will complete the look, and it can give the user more like customer satisfaction and engagement for that. So this is the original screen of the product. this is the product page, original product page. And what I did was I introduced a feature here, which is shop the look feature, which will open and close like this to show the like new first time customer that what is it about, this icon is about. And when I click on this icon, it will scroll down at the bottom of the page. And here they will find shop the look and customize your look feature. And in shop the look feature, like here I have given a hotspot icons for like three items, top wear, bottom wear, and shoes. And the product and below there is like product listing of this same items. And like if I click on this hotspot icon, it will show the similar products. And in these product card, I have added like the name, the company's name, and the product name. And also the like this app is providing some elements like the product descriptions, like this is oversized fit, this is straight fit. And I have incorporated these elements in this card. And here on the right side, there is a checkbox option. They can uncheck also, and it will automatically change the CTA button. And the total price for like here it is showing 3 out of 3 items. And when I uncheck this, it is showing total price for 2 out of 3 items. So it will automate seamlessly like change. And yeah, so and here also I have given like at the bottom of this product look, I have given the shop the look and get extra 10% off to give the idea that they are getting a discount. And here I have added an accordion menu to show how this will work. And once I have like suppose I've selected all the 3 items and I have to like purchase now. So I'll click on the CTA, add 3 items to bag. Now here it will show the sizes. Like I now I have to select the sizes of for the product, so that there is no error, like there is error prevention, so that there is no like wrong size in the cart. So one now here also you can see like back and next button are disabled. Once I select the size, the next button is enabled. And similarly for next item, I have to select the size and then next. And the final item I have to select the size, and then the next button will be changed to add to bag CTA. So once I click add to bag CTA, there will be a success message. And here I have added success message, success icon, and 3 just the images of the products that I have added to the cart. And here I have given like 2 CTA again. One is the primary CTA, which is like push go to bag CTA, which is pushing the users. Now you have successfully added these items to the bag. Now you can go to the bag and complete the purchase. And here is shop more icon, shop more CTA, which is secondary CTA. And so yeah, so now once I click outside of that pop-up menu, now here also the CTA has changed to go to bag from add 3 items. And now I'd like to show you customize your look feature. So this is all about shop the look. And once I click customize your look, I'll be given some like curated items beforehand. Like I have given like 5 items only, so that I have basically I have decided to keep it to 5 number, because I want to give users the freedom to make the choice, but no, like not that much freedom. Like they only experiment and stay in this page, and because the ultimate goal is to make them buy these products. So I have not given more than 5 options here, and here they can customize their look by clicking on their product. Suppose um, I have clicked on the this t-shirt, like first similar items will pop up, and I have given horizontal product, like scroll to this product carousel for similar products. And here I have also given filter option, so that they can, if they don't want to go for the similar products, they can filter out what kind of products they want to go for and select that. Suppose I want to go for oversized t-shirt, then if I select this below section will be changed. So yeah, now once I have so suppose I want to change this top to this, I'll select this, and as you can see, first I have given here apply option, so that if the user selects by mistake, they don't have to go back and forth again. So once they have selected, they have to apply. They have to click to apply button, and when I click to apply button, the top will be changed. So this is how they can customize their look. That's it.
Let's say when I'm looking at the model or the product, so my focus should be on the product, or let's say the look of that entire what to say, the entire model's look or whatever. But as of now, when I'm looking at this particular page, my attention is actually going towards the product listing. Somehow it is going down on the prices. Maybe there are like a lot of stuff my eye is actually tracking. But
Yeah,
if
so
I would have gone,
I decided to go on the bottom of the page. Maybe I am wrong, but I have to
no, it's not
like
wrong,
give
all
the
right. Yeah, yeah.
no, but I thought that I have to like give the idea to the user that they can get a discount, and if they buy like 3 items together, and they can always like scroll up and see the whole look. But my primary focus was that I have to highlight this CTA button, so that
Okay.
they can like choose. Yeah.
Right. If I tap on red color t-shirt, I want other colors if available, different colors of the same style. We can show horizontally thumbnails where I can say, change the color of the t-shirt. Same way, I
Yeah.
can tap on pant and I can see bottom all available different colors of the pants of the same style. So I don't want to change the style, just I want to change the color.
The short answer is yes, you've got a good, interesting project that you can talk about. So that is good. So it's a good project to get going and to highlight as you're applying for jobs. That's a good news. Now let's get into the details. Okay. When you are putting stuff into your portfolio, you want to be very deliberate about explaining the story behind the product. Okay. Because everybody can do screens, but you want to somehow communicate that you have thought through all the different elements of those screens. Okay. So which is why I was really excited to a certain extent to see how you listed your, all the different ways that you can get more revenue. But the problem was that you didn't spend a lot of time explaining it. That is really valuable. Like, how do you prioritize? How do you list? What is your strategy? I think if you spent a couple of minutes explaining that thought process would have been very, very valuable. Okay. So, and then also like, okay, are there other products that have done it? So for example, if you've done the shop the look or customize your look, have you seen this feature being implemented by anybody else?
So I did some like research, but in Indian apps, I did not like find this kind of thing.
But how does
In
it
like
matter whether it's Indian apps or not? I mean, you're playing on a global field, isn't it? Are you only going to say that I only want jobs with Indian companies, or are you going to say I don't care, right? I want to work anywhere. What is your preference?
uh, like work anywhere, but like this
Hmm.
app is for like Indian people only.
True,
So
but
that,
if the problem has been solved in a different app that is not Indian, would you not take the solution?
hmm, yeah, I'll take the inspiration.
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
So my question is, has a similar problem been solved anywhere else?
Uh, for customer, like they don't have like I did some research, but I didn't find like a particular like shopping app like that is implementing this feature. I like it was like a gamification app or something that I came across. Basically, it was not even app; it was website that were doing this uh, s- and
Okay.
their main focus was only the customization of the look, and they were not any like e-commerce platform.
That's okay. See, the point is that when we take inspirations, you can just, I mean, this is uh, you know, the thing I say about taking inspiration, right? So when you take inspirations, you can say, I only want to look at apps that are in e-commerce that are solving this problem. You will get maybe 5 inspirations. Okay. Or you might actually abstract higher and say, I want to look at apps that have solved this problem, regardless of the domain. I want to look at apps that are solving the problem by bundling all the different solutions together so people don't have to spend time thinking about it. Okay. And then you can see how it plays out. Right.
Yeah.
So in that case, even when you're buying a computer, it can be the same thing because a computer is bundling a certain set of technologies together to package it up. Right. So there are different domains that you can look at. Even in medical, you can also see that. So if you look in the medicine, you'll have a package for, let's say, the kidney wellness package or whatever. And then you'll have like 5 or 6 things that are bundled together that are given to you. So the idea is you want to observe how, even if it's a different industry, how they're solving the problem and what are the best practices that you can bring into your thing. But in your case, there's actually a example that has been implemented that has worked really well. And the reason I say that is because somebody can argue with you. Because when I was asking you, how did you decide? What was your priority? You said, well, that was an interesting problem. But that as a UX person, your interest is one thing. But really, your goal was to solve the problem for the company, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's about what is going to get you more revenue. The two is if you go to Amazon, you'll see a feature that says frequently bought together.
Yeah, that was an inspiration to
You never said it, right? The point is that feature increases I don't know the specific numbers, but it increases the total bill value of somebody significantly. Just that one feature. They don't give a discount. Okay. But just by showing that these things are frequently bought together, the cart value, the checkout value increases significantly. Okay. So what would have been worthwhile would be to say, listen, I took the inspiration and because it works really well there. It is creating so much value. That is why I'm prioritizing this. If you had said that, I know that you're going to place the well-being of the product at the highest level.
okay.
You understand? As a hiring person, I'm looking to understand where is your priority? Is your priority your intellectual curiosity, or is your priority the financial well-being of the product?
Yeah, that was the priority.
है ना? So if your priority is the financial well-being of the product, then you need to explain it that way.
Okay, okay.
Okay. If you just say that, yeah, I thought that was interesting, then it's just your intellectual curiosity, then I may not, I may be afraid, like if I hire her, she will do lots of great stuff, but may not be useful for the company. So the other aspect is looking at the complexity of the product when you're trying to implement. Okay. So let's actually just look at this. So if we had to implement this, and let's compare it with Amazon frequently bought together. Okay. When you're doing this, how would you select the shirt, the t-shirt, the pants, and the shoes? Does somebody have to select, okay, these are the combination that will work really well? Or how would they happen in the back end?
So it can be like two options, like one is the AI generated outfit curations, and second can be the like in-house like apps stylists that will curate these items together, or it can be like analyzing the purchase history of like according to data.
But then if you were to do shop the look, somebody has to create the look, or is it going to be like automatically created?
So like if all the items on that product card are available in the or even if two items are available in the app, so it can show that feature, and if it is not available, only that only, suppose only t-shirt is available, then it will not show that icon, show up the look icon. Only if there is like multiple options to buy from that look in the app, then only it will show that icon.
Okay. So I would actually suggest then that you may not have that many looks to put in there, right? So I mean, if you want to show if all t-shirts had a shop the look, it will be really powerful, isn't it?
Oh.
Whereas if we somehow have to curate it and take pictures and stuff like that, the difficulty, you have to prepare for it before you can sell it.
Yeah, so it will require more work basically. So
Yeah, it's not even the work, it's scalability that is the problem. Because if let us say that you are a platform and you're putting say 10,000 t-shirts onto your platform, different styles, somebody will have to curate 10,000 looks for each of those t-shirts. It becomes really hard.
yeah.
So then you will not be able to you will not be able to create looks for all those t-shirts before they go out of stock, or before the season is getting done. So your expenditure is increasing from a product perspective. So I would love for you to kind of think about, are there ways, because you suggested some solutions, right? So again, what is a scalable way of doing this as opposed to just doing a really, a once-off kind of a look? Okay. Now, the other way that you could say is like it's scalable because I'm going to look at some of the most popular t-shirts that are being purchased and I will create looks for them. Now, that's a game that you can play.
So
Okay.
I can like give an option like these are the popular looks people are
Right.
buying.
Yeah. Or let's say that red t-shirt with that specific style is selling really, really frequently. Okay.
Yeah,
Then what you can do is you can say, okay, show me the top 500 t-shirts or the top 50 t-shirts that are selling very quickly, and let me create a look for that t-shirt.
yeah.
Or even show like a frequently bought together kind of a bundle. So because a frequently bought together is awesome because you don't need any new engineering, you don't need any new product, you don't need anything else. All you need to say is these are the two other products that are bought, and then people click on that and they kind of discover it on their own. But you don't have to do any curation. It's a very scalable solution. So I think the way that you want to kind of consider, or like when you're pitching, you want to talk about how your solution is going to be scalable. And there are a couple of usability issues. I will also talk about it, but then let's look at that. So first is discoverability of the feature is going to hurt you big time. Okay, because if you build an amazing hotel, but nobody can find the front door, is there any value of the hotel?
So there were like three use cases for that. I thought like I can give this these features on the either the home screen, or add extra icon on the top navigation, or another feature on the home screen only. Or second option was to give in the on the product page and add kind of what I did right now. And third was like I can just give that option in the shopping cart when the user is going to purchase one item, and then there can be shown the add-ons or like frequently bought together kind of, or these features in the shopping cart.
Awesome.
So I
That
decided to
should
go
be
with it.
part of your story.
Okay.
The problem is you're showing a cool product, okay? And I'm a business person, or at least I'm playing the role of somebody who's looking to hire you, right? I'm looking at this and I'm saying, well, the discoverability is a problem. She didn't think about how people will discover this feature. You know? So what you should have done is in your PowerPoint presentation itself, you should say, well, the biggest challenge is this. So discoverability is going to be a challenge. And so this is how I'm going to solve discoverability. Okay. Here are 3 different ways that people can discover it. Okay.
And
If you have it prototype, then show it in the prototype and talk through it.
okay.
Is listen, you from everything that I've seen, what you have done is you've tried to keep whatever your feature is consistent with their existing look and feel. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes. Yes.
So that is your guiding principle, right? So you're saying, see, when you are explaining your product, you want to say, listen, they have an existing product. This is what it is. And you were really good at explaining your assumptions, but you did not explain your guiding principles because those were in your head, but you never talked about it. So the core thing that the guiding principle is, well, you want to minimize the amount of engineering effort required to launch your product. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to reuse their existing design patterns.
Design system.
Right. So that is a core principle that has been guiding you.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Then you're also going to say, like, wherever possible, you will try to create a new feature, but without overhead.
Yes.
So that is the thought process that you're putting in there. Now, you want to list out your philosophy, like why did you approach it this way, and then list them out so that way people know, okay, yeah, you thought about their design system, you thought about engineering complexity, you thought about how something would work or would not work because you're using existing interactions as well. You're also not trying to distract them from that existing purchase, because that could also be argued like, hey, if you're taking this, you're hijacking somebody to a different feature altogether. So if I only want to buy the t-shirt, how would I go back? So, okay. And then the next part, the one, usability issue that I thought was actually a fairly big issue here was when you add to cart, that is when you customize your product. Okay. This is counterintuitive from all the other ways that you buy products, apparel. Okay. Nobody customizes after they add to cart. They customize before they add to cart. Yeah, and you have to think about that problem, because that is going to be a substantial problem, because it's user expectations versus what you're doing. So if you do not match the user expectations, people will find it very difficult, because they'll say, I just want a small t-shirt. I don't know what t-shirt I'm going to get. I would not add it. I mean, even you would not add something into the cart unless and until you got the option to select the size or the color or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So how would you communicate it, or how would you solve that problem is going to be a big issue for you.
Maybe the user think that they can select the size or at the like cart only when they're purchasing it, but when they click on add 3 items to bag, they will get the selected size for like error prevention.
Well, what are the chances? You know what I mean? If you solve the problem, you might have 90% of the people clicking on it. If you don't solve the problem, maybe 10% will click and discover that, oh, I can change it.
Yeah. So I'm not able to think of the solution. How will maybe I can
You don't have to think about the solution. Again, think about, like, when you're getting design feedback, don't worry about the solution. Okay. Think about the problem. Once you think about the problem, the solution will come over time. You're not expected to solve all the problems in one shot.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe instead of say add, you could just say customize and add. So, and then there usability issues. And this is where what I would actually suggest is, in fact, one of the feedback focused on that, which is, can you do a quick, audit of the existing product and say, where are the problems in the existing product?
So it was it was not like an evaluative project. It was like an exploratory, like adding a new feature type of project. That's why I did not evaluate on like to the audit of the app.
But you still would need to evaluate from the perspective of what are they doing. So if you've identified 10 items, well, of those 10 items, what items is the current product doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you would still need to do some kind of evaluation on the existing product. Like, for example, if you're saying I'm going to give, let's say, I'm going to add a widget to my car. Okay. But there is no stand where that widget can be stuck. Then you have a problem, isn't it? So you have to evaluate how the current product is, and you have to evaluate where the new product can be, the new feature can be added to it. And you also have to evaluate whether that new feature is now going to compete with other things in that space. So that is one of the reasons why you have to look at the current product and do a quick audit and say, okay, yeah, this is out of these 10 features or these 10 techniques, it is doing these 3 techniques, but I think there is a weakness here, because then that will tell me that, yes, you are practically evaluating something, and on the basis of that, you're doing something else. So overall, what I say is it's a very strong concept. Okay. However, the way you have communicated it is leaving some obvious gaps that will open you up for questioning. The number one gap that you want to think about is how are you prioritizing, how are you looking at the list, and how are you choosing what you're going to do. Okay. After that is basically saying, well, how are you? What is your design philosophy? How are you approaching the design task? Okay. And then you're talking about, okay, so how did you solve discoverability? Because now when you're thinking about a new feature, you need to think about discoverability, learnability, usability. So how are you solving those specific problems? How quickly do people learn your new feature? How quickly do people, how easy do they find to use your product? So you want to talk about that and say, these are the specific problems I'm solving for. Okay. So, I mean, unless and until you explain that, nobody will know that you thought about it.
So the like primary metric that I was focusing on was the business metric, not the like UX metrics. So maybe
But your
that's
business metric is what increase revenue. You cannot increase revenue unless and until you allow people to discover you, isn't it? You cannot increase revenue unless people can learn what that feature does for them. You cannot increase revenue unless people can use your features. So the business metrics get converted into UX metrics. So you have to be able to explain how your UX metrics are driving those business metrics.
yeah.
Okay. So which is why your philosophy, how you're approaching the task is really, really important. Okay.